To make the best use of the session, I suggest you do two things. Number one, go through my theory session on legal reasoning. The link to the session is given on the description below. Second, create a free sign-up account on our website and solve the exercise on your own before you go through the video. The process for the free sign-up is also given on the description below. Now that you would have done both the things, let's start the class. Hello students, let's solve passage number 8 of sample 2. Those who haven't did this passage already, you may just pause the video, go through the passage and then play the video. Now this passage talks about fake news. Okay, the minister said the social media platforms must ensure that they have a physical office in India in order for them to be regulated as online intermediaries. So this is a compulsion. You need to have, if you are a social media platform, you must have a physical office in India. Okay, what else? All social media platforms must base their grievance officer in India who could act as the point of contact for all the grievances about fake news, right? So you need one grievance officer who should be based in India. The duty of such grievance officers should cover not only to receive grievances about fake news on a real-time basis. What is on a real-time basis? So basically, if I am sending you a grievance, let's say on Monday 5 p.m., respond to me, receive the grievance at real time. Ideal would be 5 p.m. itself, but the same day will also do. Okay, but also to inform law enforcement agency. So receive grievances about the fake news on a real-time basis and also inform enforcement agency. This they haven't given us whether there's a timeline, whether they should inform on real-time basis or in some time. Also, if you look at the line carefully, it does not say that it has to resolve the grievance. They have to receive grievance and inform law enforcement agencies. Whether they have to resolve it themselves, that is not given. Now, it is important here to note how the minister defined fake news. So what is fake news? As per the minister, it's a type of propaganda that consists of deliberate misinformation or hoaxes spread via traditional print. So even print is counted under fake news. And broadcast news media or online social media, it can include this. Fake news is written and published with the intent to mislead. And what is the objective? To damage an agency, entity or person or gain financially or politically. So there is a deliberate misinformation. And what is your intent? To mislead. And what is the objective? To damage the person, entity or agency or to gain financially and politically or create this thing. All right. Online sharing and internet, to increase readership, online sharing and internet click revenue. So deliberate misinformation. Okay, so all this come under fake news. Okay, now let's look at 8.1. Suhail is a computer programmer who created and launched his own app, a social networking platform called Twitter. Since Twitter is very new, he wishes to attract users to it, and in order to do so, starts posting messages on a rival social media platform called TikTok, saying TikTok is anti-national, and that its users should tear down TikTok's offices and switch to Twitter. Okay, so TikTok's CEO Rajesh sees Sushil's post but does not take them seriously and does not delete them. The authorities claim that TikTok is guilty of permitting fake news on TikTok. Are they correct? So first of all, what is the fake news? It's a type of propaganda, deliberate misinformation to gain financially. So yes, so far as Suhail is concerned, this is fake news. This is fake news. And the social media platform has not done anything about this. It is ignoring it. So is it permitting fake news? Yes. The question is whether it is guilty of permitting fake news, yes or no? Yes. Right? Even though it was against their own platform, but they are guilty of permitting fake news. So yes, no, since it was Suhail who posted the messages, no, it is a responsibility of the social platform, right? The passage does not say only if the platform is posting on its own. Others can post, it is your responsibility. No, since the message who was victim, not required, not relevant. Yes, this is the correct answer because there was deliberate misinformation and there was an intention to damage TikTok and also to gain financially. To gain, okay. So 8.1, the answer is C. Let's go to next question. Upset at the incident with Suhail and Critter, Rajesh now decides to appoint an employee of Pickpock, Roger, as Pickpock grievance officer. Okay. Roger is based in Pickpock's office in Bangalore and handles all grievances that Pickpock receives. While he was on a week-long holiday to Sri Lanka, he checked this email continuously and noticed that Suhail had sent him an email with a grievance in which he claimed that some messages criticizing Twitter had been posted on Pickpock, and these messages were fake news. Roger answered the email, and when he got back to office, removed the messages. When Suhail discovered that Roger had answered his email from Sri Lanka, he complained to authorities that Pickpock grievance officer was not based in India. Is he right? Now, what has been given to us in the passage? That they have a physical office in India in order to them for have to be regulated as online intermediaries. So they had a physical office in India. They had one officer based in India. Passage does not say that the officer has to be continuously staying in this office, or he cannot, let's say, receive grievances out of office. So we can't say that he is right. So no. So yes cannot be the answer. No, since Roger was located in Pickpock's Bangalore office and had only gone out of the country on a weekday holiday, goes. Let's look at the other no. Had handled on a real-time basis. This was the question of whether he performed his duty as was required or not. This is an answer to that question. The question here is whether he was based in India or not. So whether he is receiving grievance on real-time basis, that does not addresses that question. Okay, the correct answer is A. Let's go to question number 8.3. Suhail makes a second complaint to the authorities against Pickpock, claiming that Roger had failed in his duties. Now, this is what I was mentioning. Since he had only deleted the message that Suhail had complained about after coming back to India, and so had not responded to Suhail grievances on a real-time basis. So it's a very specific query, which duty Suhail is saying that he has failed at not responding to Suhail grievance. Now, if you look at the principle given in the passage, the duty of is to receive grievance on a real-time basis, not to answer to them, not to resolve them. So if at all, if Roger failed in any duty, he failed in this duty to inform law enforcement agency. He did not fail in this because this was not his duty. His duty was to receive any grievance on a real-time basis, which he did. So is Suhail right? No. So this is gone, and this is the correct answer. 8.3B is the correct answer. 8.4, I did not like this question, and the explanation given is also not very great. So we have to settle with the least incorrect choice here, right? So it says, he posts message about people he does not like, right? So it's a personal opinion. If I don't like them, I post message about them. He posts message about Reena, who stays in his apartment complex, saying that she was very unfriendly. Now, Reena claims that it's a fake news. Okay. Now we'll have to restrict ourselves to the criteria given here. So first of all, it was deliberate misinformation. So from the passage, we don't know whether Reena in fact is friendly or unfriendly. We don't know that. So we don't know whether it's a misinformation, number one. Second, what is Prakash's intent behind it? So it's not just deliberate misinformation. There has to be an intent also. Mislead, you are doing it to mislead, to damage some person, or gain financially or politically. So I don't think he'll gain financially or politically out of this. Maybe he has done this to damage her, let's say damage Reena, but again, that is not very clear. So maybe this will not come under fake news. Maybe, I'm not very sure. Let's look at the choices. Yes, since the message was misleading, sensational, and intended to create a disturbance. No, no, and this we don't know. This is a question mark. So this is out. Yes, since the message was intended to cause harm to Reena. See, if it was misleading, if it was not true, then maybe yes. So I'll keep it for a while. Let's look at number C. No, since Prakash's message did not contain any intentional misinformation. Not sure, can't say this, can't say this. Let's look at D. No, since Reena did complain, this is out. So guys, the answer has to be between B and C, right? Because we don't know whether it was he intended to cause damage to her. He might have genuinely believed that she is unfriendly. So because data is insufficient, I'll be more inclined towards C on two phases. A, I don't know whether it was in fact, whether she is in fact unfriendly or not. And second, whether he did this to damage her. Maybe he is just expressing his opinion about her without any intent to damage her. So that's why I'm more inclined towards C. Not great choices. Between B and C, you're bound to get confused. Okay. 8.5. Reena is an investigative journalist. Okay. She discovered in the course of her investigation. Okay. On the basis of some facts. Now, this is important. That she discovered in the course of her investigation. Is Reena's article fake news? Again, deliberate misinformation on hoaxes. It is dependent, or it is based on some facts. So that is not misinformation. Okay. So it is no. Yes, if it is based on fact, it is irrelevant. No, since in an article published in a newspaper, no. In the paragraph it is mentioned, it is in print also. Fake news can be in print media as well, so that is out. She was upset about the manner, no. She might be upset, but what if the article speaks the truth, then this does not qualify to be fake news. So yes, the correct answer is this, because it was based on facts. So with this, we end our session today, guys, right? थोड़ा सा एक question was subjective, but वो एक आध question आएगा ही आएगा. All you have to do is, in such cases, go with the least incorrect choice. I hope you like the class. If you like the class, click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you want us to come up with some content which you think you're not able to get it somewhere and you think it's relevant for your CLAT preparation, put it on the comment section. If we believe that it is relevant for your preparation, we'll definitely come up with some content on that. Thank you for your time and all the best with your CLAT preparation. See you in my next class. We at Mentors Capital have curated the best test series for you. We can confidently claim that our test series is best in the market. So go and see it for yourself. Remember, coaching kahin se bhi. Test series from Mentors Capital.